Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, lived a little girl named Tina. Tina was an ambitious and determined child who harbored a deep passion for flying. From the time she was 2 years old, she would gaze up at the clouds and dream of soaring through the skies like a bird. But when she was 5, Tina's world was turned upside down when her parents gifted her a red toy car. She was overjoyed and immediately began pretending to be a race car driver, zooming around the house and through the streets with reckless abandon. The other kids in the neighborhood loved joining in on her make-believe adventures. And soon, Tina was known throughout the community as the fastest little driver around. But as time passed, the other children grew tired of playing pretend. They wanted to do more grown-up things like playing soccer or riding their bikes. And so they stopped playing with Tina and her little car. Tina was devastated. She didn't understand why the other kids didn't want to play with her anymore. She missed the days when they would all get together and zoom around the neighborhood. Feeling dejected and alone, Tina retreated into herself. She spent most of her time playing with her little car inside the house, away from the prying eyes and judgmental whispers of the other children. One day, while playing with her car, Tina stumbled upon an old book in the attic. The book was filled with pictures of planes and helicopters, and Tina was mesmerized. She had never seen anything like it before. As she flipped through the pages, she learned about different types of aircraft and the brave pilots who flew them. From that moment on, Tina knew what she wanted to be when she grew up: a pilot. When Tina told her parents about her new dream, they were not supportive. They had always encouraged her to be a race car driver because they thought it was a more realistic and practical career choice for a girl. They tried to convince her to give up on her dream of being a pilot, but Tina was not deterred. She was determined to pursue her passion no matter what. Tina started taking flying lessons as soon as she was old enough. She practiced diligently and quickly became one of the best students at the flight school. Her instructors were amazed by her natural talent and unwavering determination. They could see that she had the potential to become a great pilot. Meanwhile, the other children in the village had also grown up and moved on with their lives. They had all forgotten about Tina and her little car. But Tina never forgot them. She still remembered how they had laughed and played together when they were younger, and she missed those carefree days. One day, while Tina was practicing her takeoffs and landings, she saw a group of familiar faces in the crowd of spectators. It was the same group of children she used to play with. They were all grown up now and had come to watch the air show. Tina felt a surge of excitement and nervousness as she prepared to land her plane. She had not seen these people in years, and she was unsure how they would react when they saw her flying a plane. As Tina approached the runway, she put on a confident smile and waved to the crowd. The other children were stunned. They couldn't believe that Tina, the little girl who used to drive her little car around the neighborhood, was now a pilot. They had heard rumors that she was taking flying lessons, but they had never actually seen her fly a plane. As Tina landed her plane and taxied to the runway, the other children ran over to greet her. They were all smiles and congratulations, and Tina couldn't help but feel a sense of pride. She had proven to them that she could achieve anything she set her mind to. From that day on, the other children never laughed at Tina again. They had learned a valuable lesson about never underestimating someone's abilities. They had been wrong about Tina, and they vowed to never let it happen again. Tina went on to become a successful pilot, traveling all over the world and seeing amazing places. But she never forgot her roots. She always remembered the little girl who drove her little car around the neighborhood and dreamed of flying. One day, Tina decided to return to her village and give back to the community that had supported her through her childhood. She organized a flying school where she taught underprivileged children how to fly planes. She wanted to show them that they could achieve their dreams no matter how big they were. Tina also donated money to the local library, helping to build a new wing that would provide the community with much-needed resources. The villagers were overjoyed with Tina's generosity and kindness. They had watched her grow from a little girl into a successful pilot, and they were proud to call her one of their own. As the years went by, Tina continued to make a difference in the world. She became a role model for young girls everywhere, proving that they could do anything boys could do. She was also a symbol of hope for the people of her village, reminding them that dreams really could come true if you just believed in yourself. Many years later, Tina sat in her living room sipping a cup of tea and smiling as she looked around at the photos on the walls. There were pictures of her as a little girl driving her little car, as well as photos of her on her first day of flying lessons. Pictures of her graduation from flight school, and pictures of her with the children she had taught to fly. A sense of contentment washed over her as she realized that she had come full circle. She was no longer the little girl who had been mocked by the other children. She was a respected and accomplished pilot who had made a positive impact on the world. Tina had proven to everyone, including herself, that anything was possible if you just believed in yourself. The moral of the story is, believe in yourself. Tina's story is a powerful reminder that we should never give up on our dreams, no matter how big or how small they may seem. We should always believe in ourselves and have the courage to follow our hearts. If Tina had allowed the other children to bring her down, she may have never become the successful pilot she was meant to be. But because she held on to her dream and refused to let go, she was able to achieve anything she set her mind to. So if you ever feel like giving up on your dreams, just remember Tina and her little car. Remember the little girl who dared to dream big and never lost sight of her goals. Let her story inspire you to keep moving forward, no matter how difficult things may seem. Believe in yourself and know that anything is possible if you just set your mind to it. Thank you for listening to Tina's story today.